the bantamweight division, sponsored by Liam Drilling. Fighting out of the Anchor Engineering blue corner, undefeated, 4 wins, no losses, from Denver, Colorado, by way of El Paso, Texas, representing Family Affair Boxing, the current title holder, 135 pounds, in Oklahoma and New York, Bielka Bam Bam Soto. Fighting out of the 1888 Industrial Services red corner, undefeated, 5 wins, no losses, from Denver, Colorado, by way of Grand Junction, Colorado, representing Factory X, Selena Rowland. Referee Tim Mills.
Okay, ladies, we gave you instructions earlier this evening. I expect a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Any questions out of the red corner? Any questions out of the blue corner? Ladies, touch gloves. Let's fight.
And we have a huge contingent of BSsoto fans sitting right behind us. You guys might end up hearing that through our microphones on the broadcast. The crowd went wild at the introduction of these two fighters. And you talked about the good leg, excuse me, leg kicks of the Factor X.
It's exciting,
fighter,
huh?
And she comes out showing exactly that.
Oh, big right hand from Selena Rowland lands hard on the side of the head of BSsoto. Derek, you came to us from New York. I grew up in the Northeast as well, primarily wrestling in New Jersey. You wrestled in New York. Tell us about your journey of how you got here.
Yeah, man, I started wrestling. I wrestled for IHC. I was a state champion, 3-time finalist. And then I moved on to Ithaca College, where I was an All-American my junior year. And then I just transitioned right into MMA.
A lot of blood coming out of Soto. Excuse me there. Soto was able to maintain head control.
Looks like she's got a cut across her nose.
Yeah, it almost turned into back control for Rowland. If she's able to pop her head free, she's going to have back control. But Soto, aware of that, holds on to the head. So we get a little escape, and back to standing action we go.
BSsoto is an incredibly tough girl. But Derek, go ahead. Tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, so, I transitioned into MMA right after college wrestling, and I did really well as an amateur. I was 6-0, and then I turned pro. After that, I moved to Florida, trained down in American Top Team down there, moved my way
That's what I
out
used to train with.
Yeah. Yeah, down at Coconut Creek, man, it was an awesome gym. So many good guys down there. And then I found my way out to Factory X here, and I couldn't be happier. I made the right decision. I'm learning so much. I'm getting better every single day. I got a title fight coming up here against J-Train, and once I take the belt from him, I'm coming back to Paramount and taking it from Nick Rhodes, too.
So obviously Paramount's made tremendous waves lately. Tell me about the vibe that you're feeling about the Paramount MMA organization.
You know, I really hope to see other promotions follow suit with the giving back to the fighters. I think that's a great opportunity for the fighters and for the promotion itself. So I look forward to seeing, all that play out.
You've obviously got a big fight, just as you said. How's preparation going for that fight?
It's going really well. This fight camp has been just dialing in a little bit, fixing the little mistakes that I've made throughout since I've been here, and we're just sharpening the tools, and I really believe that I'm gonna finish J-Train.
I know that you guys believe that iron sharpens iron. I know it's a motto in your gym. I know it stems from your head coach Mark Montoya, who's a good friend of mine and one of the classiest acts that there is in all of MMA, for that matter.
Yes.
We do know that tonight is the title fight here between Josh Huber and Zach Riley, 2 unbelievable talents in Colorado. Tell us about what training has been like with Josh leading up to this.
Oh man, Josh is one of those guys that he's just a tough dude with a lot of skill, and he's been around. He's been around for a long time.
So here we are on the replay of that round. It was basically a whole portion of that round spent for a battle for position against the cage. And then finally, once it did hit the mat, we saw Rowland able to take control positionally. Didn't get a lot of ground and pound off, didn't have a chance to go for a submission. And we can see here on the replay, right as the round ended, Soto showing she's still well within the fight by getting a reversal of her own.
BSsoto is as tough as they come. We've seen this from her almost every time she fights. and tonight is no exception, of course, but she's got her hands full with Selena Rowland. I got to tell you, Selena Rowland, just like you said, Derek, packs a whopper of a punch, and her leg kicks are really something else. She actually got a chance to cut Bielka Soto pretty significantly, but look at her. She's completely unfazed. That a family affair boxing gym, that is part of the deal for them. And look at her. She's as fresh as a daisy, getting ready to come out for the second round.
Both girls have a lot of heart. This is going to be a good round. I'm excited.
A very good test for Selena Rowland as well.
Yeah. This is one of the tougher girls that Selena's faced.
And not sure if we're going to have an equipment check or if we're going to have, I think, a little more blood cleanup. I don't think they quite.
Either that or we're.
Yeah, blood cleanup. They didn't quite get everything cleaned up that they wanted to.
Yep. So, Derek, tell us a little bit, Huber, we all know he's just as tough as they come.
Yeah, Josh is a vet, man. I love training with him. I learned something new from him every single day, and I know that you can expect tonight some vicious body hooks, some vicious uppercuts, some really good clinch work. He's just been improving. He looks amazing.
And he's never looked better in terms of physically, ever. I've never seen him look this good. He stepped up in the weigh-in. I was looking at an anatomy picture. I mean, he looked phenomenal. But, the interesting thing about Josh Huber to me, and you may agree with this, he didn't come from a wrestling background. And he's just got that mindset of the gamest, toughest wrestler you could ever face. Agree?
Yeah. Yes, he is a scrapper for sure. He can stand and bang, and he can grapple with the best. I'm looking forward to his fight later tonight.
And Zach Riley is as tough as they come too. One of the iconic lighter fighters of Colorado. Zach Riley brings that dynamic type of offense to the fight. It really should be one of those fights that catapults these guys into the next level.
Yeah, I've heard this is going to be one of the fight of the year, to be honest with you.
I
It's
agree.
gonna be one of the contestants for fight of the year.
Well, here we are, guys, where we spent a lot of time in round number 2. Those
Look
ladies
at
fight
this.
for position up against the cage, and this time Soto able to hold that head control position. She's squeezing hard, but she doesn't have a choke in place there.
That's right.
She can try to step over, take full mount here, but Rowland doing a good job with her leg work of keeping her opponent from being able to step over.
Yeah, if Selena can pop her head out here, she'll have back control.
And that's where Rowland spent a lot of time in round number 1, was just right on the verge of being able to take back control. But Soto knew that, able to get the squeeze on, able to keep head control, head position, kept Rowland from being able to take the back.
And look at the hip position, and Selena Rowland able, just like you guys said, pop that head out, take back control. Outstanding job of staying calm during that exchange right there.
She's got both hooks in now, flattening her out on her belly. Look for damage here.
This is where she can rain down some significant strikes here and really cause a problem for Bielka Soto. But Bielka Soto again showing
so
that
much
incredible toughness.
So much heart.
Needs to be careful of the targeting of her strikes here. If she goes to the back of the head, she'll lose this position that she worked so hard to attain. But she's doing a good job with where those strikes are landing so far. And I really like the leg work here of Rowland and not letting her opponent get her knees and her hips back under, just keeping her flattened down. That's such a draining position to try to fight your way back up from that and to just be denied second after second.
When you get a chance to throw both hooks in, it really just prevents any type of movement at all. It prevents you from getting up to escape the damage, really. And Selena Rowland is really just cranking down some heavy, heavy pressure, looking to sneak in that arm underneath the chin of Bielka Soto, Derek.
Yes, she is. She's got to work that elbow underneath of her chin and then extend her and arch and look to the ceiling and push her chest out.
10-second clacker sounded. Let's see if Soto's able to ride this out going to third, but a great showing here in round number 2 by Rowland.
I mean, toughness everywhere. All I'm seeing right now is toughness out of these two girls. Take a look at this replay, Derek. Tell us what you see.
Yeah, she was trying to lock in this choke. I just think that she didn't have enough time. Give her maybe 20, 30 more seconds and she could have finished it.
JR, if you're in the corner of Bielka Soto coming out for this third and final round, what are you telling her?
Having success with the strikes, try to keep some distance. She's rushed herself into the clinch a couple of times.
Yep.
Once it worked out for her, once it didn't. 50-50 is not a good proposition. You'd be better off keeping the distance and working the strikes.
100% agree. Derek, you're in the corner of Selena Rowland. What are you telling her?
I would tell her to just, pop her shots out there. Look for the opening for the takedown. She's doing really well with grappling and controlling the positions on the map.
Coming from the pros, I love it. Both these guys.
And referee Tim Mills trying to get those corner men out of there, taking a couple extra seconds.
What an energy tonight, huh? Unbelievable.
Yeah, this is a great fight. Great fights all around so far.
We were talking about that big fight feel tonight. That's what it feels like here.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, big venue, big crowd. Nicely done. Everybody's into it.
Yeah, this is a great venue. This is my first time here. I really wish I could have been on this card, to be honest with you, man. This is a great venue.
This is my favorite venue to watch fights too, so we're all in good company.
Here we see Soto rushing into the clinch again. I was saying I didn't think that was wise for her. She's going for that head toss takedown. Worked out for her once, it cost her once. And not sure what the referee's stepping in for there.
Timeout. Referee Tim Mills.
Looks like
Finger in
maybe
the eye.
fingers across the face.
Let's see if he takes a point here.
And I think inadvertent. He doesn't look like he's too much getting into her face. Just kind of a stern warning. And
Bielka Soto knotted up and cut up, and it doesn't matter. This girl's ready to go.
so let's see if Soto immediately tries to close that distance again.
Oh, big right hand lands from Selena Rowland.
Rowland gets the body kick off, but Soto able to follow it in. It's going to be a battle for position here.
Nice little scramble.
They're both still working, trying to see how this is going to settle out. So
Higher
this
hips
takedown is not over yet.
Higher hips wins in that position.
That's exactly right. Selena Rowland able to lock in some hooks there, at least one. She was able to secure that top mount now. And I got to tell you, this is a problem area and a problem spot late in a fight, especially with a close fight that we're seeing. And look at Selena Rowland dropping shoulders on Bielka Soto.
Like I said, she's well-rounded. She can do it all, man. She's very creative in there.
Has a chance at an arm bar here if she should decide to go for that. Looks like she's underhooking the arm a little bit. See if she transitions, brings that right leg over. Still has good position with the hooks.
Sorry, JR, I'm super impressed with how calm both ladies have been able to stay.
Yeah, they're keeping their composure.
They really are.
And the corner of Soto screaming for a stand-up, saying they're not doing anything, stand them up. Well, I got to say it's good coaching. So she gave up on, not gave up, but let go of the arm there. So not going to go for that arm bar anymore.
She's getting a little high.
She is.
You saw that
slide off the side
Fabricio Verdum transition,
Yep.
back control to arm bar. Thought maybe Rowland was setting that up, but like you guys said, a little bit high. Let's see if she's able to make that hip adjustment.
She is able to still deliver some strikes, though. Keeping offense in the mind of the judges is critically important, and she's doing that right now. She's really looking to seize this last 10 seconds of this fight.
Soto able to get back to her feet. She's going to start to shake here, try to bring her off over the top because you guys said a little bit high, but there's only a few seconds left, and this is going to be the impression that the judges are left with, which is rolling on top, working strikes.
I used to hate watching women fight. I absolutely love it now. These girls always bring the action. Unbelievable toughness. As we take a look at this replay, Derek, walk us through this last few seconds of the third and final round.
Yeah, I thought she was for sure she was gonna get shucked off here. She was getting a little high, but she resettled her hips and started giving some damage. I think she left a good taste in the judges' minds.
I couldn't agree more. Rising star, 145 pounds, Derek Brennan in the house. Good to have you with us, my man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Always,
it.
Thank you,
always
sir,
good
for
to
joining
join
us.
us.
We look forward to seeing you in the cage soon, sir.
Awesome. Thank
Come
you so
back and
much.
join us again soon.
Yes, sir.
So a couple of deep breaths being taken by both fighters as they're recovering from what they just went through, working to put each other through the grinder in there, and now a little bit of a wait for the judges, and I think everybody probably sees it the same here. It was a battle for position in this fight, basically striking pretty equal. Once it hit the mat, who was going to take position, who was going to control, and for the majority of the time, it was Rowland that was able to do so.
You know, that third and final round was literally a round of inches. It really was. It was slight mistakes, but unbelievable toughness shown from both of these ladies. I absolutely love watching Bielka-Soto fight because she's as tough as they come. Selena Rowland really showed us some amazing skills in there, and of course, as fans, we got treated to a spectacular fight. How do you go wrong?
Tough to beat that. That's for sure.
So
Judges tallying their scorecards. Go ahead.
Sorry about that. Sitting behind you, I had an amazing view. I couldn't hear you guys talk, but the patience of Selena Rowland,
Well, that's what we said.
working out of those bulldog chokes and that head and arm choke several times, just the patience to crawl around to the back.
It's funny that you bring that up as we're going to get ready to wrap this up. We're going to kick this back up to Big Al for the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Joe Garcia, 29-28. Judge Adam Martinez, 30-27. Judge Ben Ramirez, 30-27. Your winner by unanimous decision, Selena Rowland.
That's a fight. That's a fight. Oh, that's a fight. Yeah, that's a fight.
And with that decision, we're going to run to a break.